It is the single most important commodity in human history. Not gold, not diamonds. Oil. This black liquid doesn't just power our cars and planes. It has started wars, toppled governments, and built empires. For over a century, whoever controls oil controls the world. Everything changed in 1912. Winston Churchill made a radical decision: convert the entire British Royal Navy from coal to oil. Oil offered 40% more energy per ton. Ships could go faster, stay at sea longer. But there was one problem. Britain had no oil. So they went to the Persian Gulf, created the Anglo-Persian Oil Company, what we now call BP. The blueprint for energy-driven foreign intervention was born. And in World War II, oil decided the outcome. Hitler invaded the Soviet Union for the Caucasus oil fields. Japan attacked Pearl Harbor because America cut off their oil supply. The lesson was clear. No oil, no victory. For decades, the world's oil wasn't controlled by countries. It was controlled by 7 Western corporations, the Seven Sisters: Exxon, Shell, BP, and 4 others. They controlled 85% of global reserves. They set the prices. They decided who got oil and who didn't. The Middle East was essentially a Western gas station, and the locals had no say. That changed in 1973. During the Yom Kippur War, Arab nations in OPEC did something unprecedented. They turned off the taps. They cut off oil to the United States and the Netherlands for supporting Israel. Prices quadrupled overnight. Gas stations ran dry. The global economy went into shock. For the first time, oil was used as a political weapon. And it worked. The United States learned its lesson fast. In 1974, they struck a deal with Saudi Arabia. America would protect the Saudi regime militarily. In return, Saudi Arabia would price all its oil in US dollars. Every country needs oil, so every country now needed dollars. This petrodollar system cemented American dominance over the global financial system. It allowed the US to print money and run deficits that would destroy any other nation. Today, 20% of the world's oil passes through a single narrow passage, the Strait of Hormuz. Iran sits on one side. If that strait closes, the global economy collapses within days. This is not hypothetical. Tensions between Iran and the West are a constant threat to global energy security. And it's not just Hormuz. The Red Sea, the Suez Canal, the Strait of Malacca. These choke points are the arteries of the world economy, and they are all vulnerable. In 2024 and 2025, the Middle East is once again the flashpoint. Houthi rebels in Yemen have disrupted 12% of global shipping in the Red Sea. Iran's nuclear program is advancing. The Israel-Hamas war threatens to drag in the entire region. A direct confrontation between Israel and Iran could send oil prices to $150 a barrel overnight. The world is one miscalculation away from an energy crisis. But the ground is shifting beneath America's feet. Saudi Arabia and the UAE are now accepting Chinese yuan and Indian rupees for oil. BRICS, now including Iran, UAE, and Saudi Arabia, is building an alternative financial system. China, the world's largest oil importer, is pushing the petro-yuan. The dollar's monopoly on energy trade is eroding. Not collapsing, but cracking. And as the world slowly moves toward green energy, the oil playbook is being rewritten for a new battleground. Lithium, cobalt,
Rare earth minerals. The 20th century was about who controlled the oil fields. The 21st century will be about who controls the battery supply chains. And right now, China holds the dominant hand. Oil is not just energy. It is leverage. It is strategy. It is war and peace in liquid form. For over 100 years, the global order has been built on it. And even as the world changes, the fundamental rule remains: control the energy, and you control everything.